Every time I think of you, it always turns out good. Every time I've held you, I thought you understood. People say a love like ours will surely pass, but I know a love like ours will last and last. But maybe I was wrong not knowing how our love should go. How our love should go. But I wasn't wrong not knowing how our love would grow. How our love would grow. And every time I think of you, every time I think of you, every single time, it always turns out good.
Good morning, twin flame star seeds, beloveds, brothers and sisters. Well, there are really great energies coming in. We had a transmission on Sunday. Sunday was a heavy energy. You could feel tired. All purging is coming up, like releasing old patterns, releasing old remorse, releasing old lovers, pain, grief that was going on from Sunday till yesterday. Yesterday this huge shift came in positivity and new energies. So you could have been feeling tired and not enough energy, crying a lot. And no, it's also in the collective energies. There's a lot of war energies going on. We feel the pain of children. We feel the pain of other people. The things that happened in Toronto, that also has a collective feeling. So and because of this, we're in this state of purging and transmitting to another energy level, releasing and stepping into a new energy of union, because I feel the union is coming near. There I hear the divine masculine talking to me, like every time I wake up, every time I think of you, I will think of you, I will think of you. And if you're connected with your divine masculine in 5D level dimension, then you will know that, and you will know and you will feel him and you hear him talking to you. You know, I miss you. And it could be that your attention is being drawn to this divine masculine. But also know that that you have to be agreed for yourself with this, if this is going on in your life, because you can't be, you feel it, but you can't let it affect your life, how they feel about you and how much they want you, and to want to return to you or step out of the relationship, of karmic relationships. The karmic relationship, I will tell you about this. This is a relationship you have to learn from each other. Learn about what is right, what is wrong, what is the real love in your life. That's what a karmic is learning you, to come back to yourself, to come back from who you were. And when your lessons are learned and you know that you're not able to grow longer with that person, you step out of the relationship. The twin flame or the soulmate energy, that's a different energy. That's the energy of unconditional love. That's the energy that probably brought you together in the first place. You recognized each other and you wanted to start a life with each other. You made a commitment to each other. And then something happened later on because there was not enough communication or not enough growth in the relationship. So they stepped out, or they been seduced by a karmic, and they had to do their lessons with them to enable to see what's really important in their life. Do they really want this life with the karmic that's not really satisfying them, or do they want the passion and the connection of deep heart love with their soulmate or twin flame? So that's what they're learning in these relationships. It's also about somebody's coming back into your life. It's the time of reconciliation, and it's also time of connecting again with each other. Trust the mystery of life, trust the omens, trust everything that comes your way. Even if you're going to this state and you feel your divine masculine grieving, you can support him and sending love, but you cannot let your life being influenced by that. That's for sure. You have to move on with your life, and you can't rush healing. And so if they're not ready, they're not ready. If you're ready, they know you're the divine feminine, and they want to spend this life with you, and they want to return in your life. But it's not really, maybe it's not really the time for them. You will feel that as a divine feminine when it's time that they're ready, because if they're still in another, I get another option here, and the other option is if they're still in an other relationship. So don't step into a relationship with them before they end another one. You're not going to step your sister in the back. It's about their process. It's about they have to live and make it work for themselves. And if that's done, it's done. If that process is being played out and there is no growth anymore because the heart needs something else, you really divine feminine, you really have to let him go, because you're not stabbing your sister in the back as a divine feminine. As a divine feminine, you can walk your path and walk straight with all the beliefs that you have in your life, that there will be coming someone else on your path if that's necessary. But don't ever go for another man in another relationship. Even if he chooses himself, even if he wants to come back and reconciliate with you, give your boundaries. If he says, okay, I'm out of there, and you're my big love and I will go on with you, then you can consider to step to a new relationship with someone. But if it's not the relationship that's fulfilling for you, you have to move on. Because I only pray, how many women are out desperation or still neediness, clinging on to someone, or want them because they think it's their twin, and get him out of the relationship, or being a mistress. No, that's not the case. That's not the way it works. This is a karmic relationship. So if you do that, karma will come back to you. So leave your partner and your twin alone when he is in a different relationship. Divine timing will come and will bring you back together. If that's necessary, then it's the right time. Because the love of the heart is stronger. they know that there is this love between you, and they have to make this stand and sort things out for themselves. So let's see what's going on in the mind space of the divine masculine. And it's about being loyal to yourself also. The divine masculine, he's in a battle. In a battle with himself, in a battle of people around him. It could be a workspace, it could be he's bothered by pushing and pulling from the karmic relationship or another partnership. Sorry, because I'm starting to release when I tell this, because I have the feeling divine masculine wants to release a lot of stuff. He wants to leave also some things behind him that's not really good for him. He knows that he made mistakes and that he wants to make it right, but he also has to stand strong. And I see here that he is standing more strong about the energies from the outside. He can handle it more. It's not that much of an influence anymore, but he is thinking of taking power of his own life and leaving things behind what's no longer serving him. How is he feeling about the divine feminine? When I look at this card and I channel his energy for this card, he has so many disappointments in his life. Disappointments of people around him, disappointment in workplaces, that he thought he could depend on people and they let him down. Also in relationships, and he's saying to the divine feminine, I disappointed you so many times, I let you down so many times, and I regret this so much, and I feel this pain in his heart when I'm channeling this energy. It's also about leaving it behind, want to leave it behind. He wants to leave the story behind, but he feels so many disappointments and triggers in his life that it's hard for him to step up in his energy, because he's in a fight with that, because he wants to return to his divine feminine, because he sees her growing, he sees her strong, he sees her blossoming, and he thinks, I had all of that, and I didn't see it anymore. Wish I could had more communication with you and to talk about my feelings, but I was disconnected from my feelings because the way I've been treated by other people at work, I'm almost like, I feel almost like programmed not to feel anymore. And also the divine feminine has also a doing in this, disappointing him in so many ways, about not communicating, about not putting him first, giving him the things he needed. And he's aware of this, and he's afraid of if he steps into this again, that it will happen again. And that's all wish fulfillment, if you think that that's the way you get. It's also about changing your emotions, changing your state of mind. You cleared the circle. The circle was round. There was no energy left to grow anymore. So it was very easy for him to step out of the relationship and move on with his life. And he sees the divine feminine being strong, being passionate. And that's what the divine feminine is. This is her mind space. That's how she is, how she feels in her mind. She feels strong, she feels passionate, she feels ready to walk the path with him or without him. She knows that paths will open, and she also knows that she's not afraid of committing her feelings for the divine masculine. And I have the feeling that makes him, that's also the problem, that he feels this energy of disappointment, because she is that strong, and he has this feeling, I want you back in my life, but I disappointed you and I hurt you so much. Because of me, you went through hell, you went through a terrible place, and you lost everything you loved. And I feel that so deeply. He knows that she had to give up everything she loved. Wow, this is a heavy energy of the divine masculine. But she is strong, she is going for her passion, she's following her heart. And how does she seize the divine masculine? She feels that he's trapped. She feels that he's locked up. She feels that he is in this place where somebody or more people play power games with him. Power at work, power in a relationship, want to pull him closer and lock him out of everything he has and he loves. And that's also, oh wow, I get this warning energy for the divine masculine, that he must also be aware that they want to disconnect him and isolate him from the people he loves, and they want more attention of him. And it's almost like all programs and all projections. If you tell someone to do something, or it's almost like a spell, and instead of asking the person how he's feeling about some things, and asking how he has to, if it's it's about his thinking about something. Wow, I feel really locked up. I feel I can't breathe anymore. Give me space. Give me time for myself. And you try to pull me in, but they use their vulnerability to manipulate. Oh wow, this is coming in. This karmic relationship they're in. It's about playing on their guilt feelings, of their feelings of guilt, of playing out, being the victim, playing the victim, that they can't do without them. It's almost like a borderline. I don't want to label it, but I have the feeling this person they're in a relationship with, they're so controlling and they're so demanding, and they're not showing it. Oh, okay, they're not showing it. It's about releasing the negative energies on someone else. They're projecting their feelings on someone else. And that's make him feel caged. That makes him feel, stuck in the energy. That's what I feel. And it's not by one person. It's a power play at work. It's a power play within a relationship. He's deeply involved now at the moment. He's involved in a relationship at the moment, and there are power plays at stake now. And it's about controlling, also emotional blackmail, I see. And he's not realizing this. Oh my God, he's not realizing this. But the Divine Feminine sees it. The Divine Feminine feels this, that he's getting manipulated. But he's not seeing it, because he's still in this feeling of disappointment. He don't want to disappoint anyone. He don't want to disappoint the one he's in a relationship with. He doesn't want to disappoint his Divine Feminine. He is still in this piece of betrayal and stuckness. Now the Divine Feminine is back in her power, and know by her, the way of thinking of the other person. She feels everything. She feels the psychic attack she gets from the karmic partner, and she stepped out of it. She said, no way, you're coming into my space, because this is my space, and you're not going to mess up my emotional feelings. And she really gives her boundaries in that, in her emotional space. And she said, well, I chose my life, and if you want to have this, the Divine Feminine has a stand. If you have what you want and you deal with it, you know, karma is coming your way, even if you don't believe in it. Even if you don't believe in karma, you know, you will get your karma. But I'm living my way, and so butt out of my life, butt out of the life of my family or children that you want to keep out of the masculine's life. Because, yeah, I feel there's a programming going on. And it's a very smart programming. This lady is knowing what she's doing. So the Divine Feminine retreats and says, you know, I know this passion, I have this love for you, this deep, deep love for you, and you have to make a stand. What supports him? What's the supports Divine Masculine of letting go of everything? I see he needs a confirmation of the Divine Feminine to step back into her life for reconciliation, but then he has to let go, because he knows that his Divine Feminine is not taking him back if he's still in another relationship, and he has to feel for himself if this relationship is good for him. He thought it was good for him. He thought it was the love of his life. He could be happy there. He could be happy with an easy and settling way, and he settles for something less, instead of working things out. Now, after a while of separation, he knows that his Divine Feminine is the one in his life and will always be the one in his life. How does he see the relationship with the Divine Feminine? As a crown on his work. He really wants this. He really wants this relationship. I feel the communication will get better if he's from the heart. He's trying to work from the heart. He can stand in his own power if he don't let disappointment get in the way. So he will communicate his strength, he will communicate with love, and that will give him the work and the crown he needs. He finally gets his crown as the divine masculine, because he knows how to communicate now with the divine feminine. And I feel there's a lot, he wants more communication. I have the feeling she even wants more communication than she wants, because she's okay with the situation at the moment, and she is in her world. She let herself showing who she is, and that's also supporting her. So I have the feeling he wants more communication with her, but doesn't know where to start, because there is this heartbreak, is this feeling of disappointment, of loss of a love, going back in heaviness sometimes. And I feel that he wants to make it work. He wants this relation to make it work with his divine feminine. What supports the divine feminine? To show it's herself, who she is, naked, vulnerable, not being scared of failure, not being scared of to have a disappointment in her life, of she learned how to cope with disappointment, and she learns also behind every disappointment is a new growth, and she will take this, and she is the world, and she also tells the divine masculine, you are my world. You know, I spent so many lifetimes with you, and we are soul connected. We are soul connected. And that's nothing, anyone can come between that soul connection. Why stay in a relationship? That's what she wonders. Why stay in a relationship that's not really fulfilling you? That's getting you where exactly the same what you came from. So if you want to have this world, we can have this world together. We can have this world and being vulnerable and showing yourself, because I see you who you are deep in your soul, who you are and what you become. And she understands what happens. She totally understands what happens, even if it cost her so much pain. And probably still does, because it still does hurt for the divine feminine to feel the separation between them, because they feel that there is this love and this heart connection. And she's going through, she still works through all the emotions. How does she see the relationship? She's looking back to the past, remember what went wrong, but she also remembers the very good years they had together, that they were strong, that they were a team together, that they were playful together, that there was this strong energy of love, compassion, family. It's only because of the separation of heart and mind from the divine masculine that this worked out. You know, that the life went as it is. You know, they both, and she also takes her responsibility for her part, and she knows what her part is. And she also wants to apologize to the divine masculine. I did not give you the attention you deserved, but you were so occupied with work, and you had all your energy needed for your work, so I withdraw myself and gave you the place you needed to work and to do your thing, because I wanted to support you. And because of making myself smaller and smaller for you, it was not any satisfaction for you anymore, because I started to also to make my own life for myself. And in this part of you, giving you your space and your platform, I did myself too short, and that's where the disbalance in the relationship existed. So the divine feminine really wants to say, I will not make myself smaller anymore. I will stand next to you in my full power, in this world, next to you, as an equal, not as a lesser, because you need your platform. We both need the platform of our divine love. And we have to be first in each other's life. Okay. What's his challenge? What's his challenge? His challenge is to give her this unconditional love. To go to her and say, you're my divine beloved. You're my love, and I want you back in my life. That's really his challenge. Because he knows he has to let go of something else. And what he's going to do about it, if he's going to step up forward and stepping in and say, I love you, I want you back in my life, he knows that all his love, all his cups of love will be fulfilled, that she will forgive him, that she will manage to stand next to him. And it won't be easy, believe me, it won't be easy, but it will be worth the effort, it's a choice of the divine masculine of not having all the cups fulfilled, or just having one cup fulfilled with energy of love, or having them all. You can have it all. That's what the divine masculine said. I want to give all my love to you. I want to give all my love. I want to fill all your cups with this love. And not just one or just two. Because I see that you can handle yourself. I see that you're full of love for yourself, but also for other people, for our children, for our family, you have so much love, and sometimes I just can't compete with that love. But I want this love. I really need this love in my life. I only think of you. I only think of you in my life. If I'm making love to someone else, I'm making love to you. And it's really tearing me apart. It's really tearing me apart. I'm thinking about you. That's what he tells the divine feminine. Wow. What's the challenge of the divine feminine? The challenge is not to get back in grief, not to feel his feelings, and try to live your life, because she feels so much from the divine masculine that it really hurts her, even if he has to let go of partners, have to let go of other situations, she feels everything he feels. And that's sometimes that's a real hardship for her, because it feels like breaking her heart again and again and again. And that's really not supporting her. That's really a challenge. That's really challenge her to step out of that feeling of hurt. And I'm speaking about her and him, divine masculine, divine feminine. But it can also be the other way around, that the divine masculine carries the feminine energy and the divine feminine carries the masculine energy. So both is possible, and it's not gender related. So know this. And if it resonates with you, you will feel that it will resonate with you. How does she sees the relationship? Also, she knows that the relationship for her will be very challenging if she steps back into this relationship in reconciliation, because a lot of pain will come up. And is he able to handle emotions at the moment, or is he still walking away? And that's her biggest concern, because she knows that the relationship, she can mend the relationship and she can heal the relationship, and she has this magic energy that she can turn around everything from nothing into something for herself. And it's really for her to find out, and I feel that's still her challenge, you know. Even if I'm getting in this state of emotional heartache again, are you leaving me again? Are you running away again? Or are you in for the whole run? And she really wants to know from the divine masculine that he won't run again, you know, and stay with these emotions and handle the emotions and be there as a supportive divine masculine, as a king, to handle both emotions, you know, his own but also hers. And if she knows that he is difficult with emotions, that he wants to run away when emotions turns to get high, and he gets confronted with his own emotions, he wants to run away. That was the first place why they're separated, because he couldn't handle the emotions. And she wants to find out, before she steps in reconciliation, if he is able to stay and not run away again for the emotions that turns up. And I mean emotions, no drama. Not for the drama. I can understand when there is drama, you want to run away from it. But from emotions, genuine emotions, feeling hurt, or speak out your truth out of love, out of self-love. Is he able to sit with you, hold your hand and listen to you instead of trying to fix you? Holding space for you. That's what she wants. And I see a lot of divine masculine are still not able to hold that space. There are, I know divine masculine who can hold that space and will be there for you through the thick and thin. And that's why the divine masculine has to step up and not run away because of their own disappointment, of their own lack of self-worth. You know, it's I see that he wants her in her life, and he wants to move swift. Also, he wants to move swift and be clear about it and be quick about it, because he knows divine feminine is ready for another relationship, and he knows what she sends out that will come to her, and she will attract this. So he feels this nervous energy around her, or if he's with her, he feels this nervous energy because he has to handle, he has to be quick. I also feel he needs to be relaxing in this, start to relax in this, you know, not feeling pressured or if he wants a commitment of her, he has to ask her. Whew, releasing again. He's really in a state of, you know, I want this love. I want to help. I want to fix you. I want to love you again. I want to have this connection again. I want us to be reconciliation. Think about it. I have to handle quick. We can have, you know, after the end of the rainbow, there's a pot of gold. We can have this rainbow. We can have this pot of gold together. We can have this all together again. And then she wants to know, can you let go of any expectations? Can you let go of anything? What's in your way? Can you hold space for me? Because I know I can do it for myself, and I can create everything I want. I learn how to communicate with myself. I learn how to connect with my heart, and I know I have everything. I have everything I want. I have not only wealth, but it's not the wealth they see from money-wise. The divine feminine feels wealth in her emotional life, in how she is, how she's creating herself, how she creates her life for her, how she works at herself, and how she goes through her journey of her feelings instead of disconnecting with it. So she knows that everything she wants is already inside of her. So that's what she's seeing, and I'm going to make a clarifier on what supports him. It supports him to make a choice. Make a choice and walk your own path. That even if it's alone for a while, but walk your path alone for a while with a female or with anything in your life. So you will find out for yourself what you need, which choice you need to make. You know, I see him going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And that's not what he wants anymore, because they draining him. This energy of strife, of explaining himself is draining him. You know, defending himself. So what divine feminine does, she doesn't ask any questions anymore. She leaves him in his space. And if he wants to talk about coming back into her life, he's the one who will make the step. She's perfectly happy where she is, with or without him. I feel that there is this energy of the divine feminine that says, you are my world. I really want you in my life. And I want not just a weekend thing or just a fling. I want you permanent in my life. And to know that you are loyal to me, even if we're separated. Okay, we'll see. So he is I feel the divine masculine is going to make a choice. He's going to make a choice for his heart. You know, if not for his mind, but for his heart. His mind telling him, oh yeah, this is very easy, this is comfortable, this is nice and soothing, and I have a friendship here, and I could spend my life going on like this, because this is giving me exactly what I need on a mental level, but not on a heart connection level. So it's all from the mind, it's all from the ego. And well, let's see what she is about. The past. Oh wow, the death on the past. She is saying, you know, what happens in the past is in the past, and that's death. I will go back to the past. I will make another future with you, because every day is a new beginning. Every day is a new chance to be happy again and to make a world again for me. And I leave the past behind. I leave it and I end it. And when I leave the past behind, there's also a new beginning possible. And I know that I can make that new beginning every time again. Every death I go through, everything I leave behind, I know there is a new beginning. And that there is always love. There's always love for you. And it's up to you. What do you want? And even if the times will be challenging, we'll see what's challenging for her. Challenging is for her to keeping secrets. The secrets that is breaking her heart, is bringing her in the state, because she sees and she feels everything. So if there's still secrets, she knows about it. And that's the secrets and the lying, secret lying, dishonesty, and it's not about deceiving her. He's deceiving himself, about lying to himself, lying to other people, lying to his children, and that's probably the main thing that she feels. Lying to everything and being not true to himself, not walking his talk. And as long if he is not doing that, not walking his talk, she probably will not go on. She will walk on, and she knows that there is someone who will step up for her, even that he is the love of her life. And she also knows that he is still in healing, he is still mending himself, and that she will give him time for that. But it's he must be truthful to himself. He must be aware and awaken to everything around him. She has high standards at the moment, and the high standards are also about her self-worth. You can't manipulate her anymore. She's not taking any bullshit anymore. She's saw too many things, and she didn't say anything because she thought, you know, it's your thing, it's your way of living. But she also knows that by not telling him and not coming forward with it, that she is continuing this behavior of him. So now she's stepping up and she's not telling the bullshit, you know, she's not taking the bullshit anymore, but she will tell it in love, you know, she will tell him in love, because she will come from a loving space, she will come from her heart. She's not in this phase of confronting him and say, whoa, 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 I will grab you and I will hit you and I will blah, 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 blah. That's the energy I feel. That's from the karmic. That's the, and she hides it. The karmic hides it. She's hiding it. And she's at the moment, she's his mirror. She is his learning lessons. So he will learn his lesson with her the hard way. And that's not a gloating thing. This is karma. That's returning. Karma returning to him because of being deceitful, being not honest, being not loyal and lying to her. But this is I see when all this manipulation and the lying stops and he's not feeling that disappointed anymore and getting rid of the guilt feelings, then this would be a union made in heaven, you know. Everything that he wanted in his life that will return. Not at how it was, but in a much, much better way than he ever thought. And he has to deal with his loneliness. That's what I feel. But also the divine feminine, the first one. Very soon. Very soon. Let me see. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And it also has to do with this card. Letting go of one. Stepping in, make a choice for the new one, and it's coming very soon. It's coming to you. It's coming to you now if you want. And he knows that it can happen swiftly because he feels it. He feels it. He feels that really, even if they different, even if they have different life, even if they have different lifestyles, you know, he knows this is the one. He knows this is it. This is it. I feel it in my heart already, and he's getting excited by thinking of it. He will share his wealth and his love with her and everything he has to offer, because he can offer her, and he thinks she's mysterious. She is this woman that has many talents, has many depth, has many many visions and many sides. But if he communicates everything with her, he knows also that he doesn't have to be scared of her. He's afraid of his own feelings, and he's afraid of his own dishonesty, that she will see that she will see that through. Divine masculine, sorry, every divine feminine will see that, you know. Every divine feminine will see that, because they all have intuition, you know. We're not all, even if we're not, if the feminine is not psychic, you know, they feel it. chemistry for the divine feminine. There's a strong magic attraction here, magnetic attraction here. So there's still this chemistry between them, because that's from the heart. It's from the heart space, and she activates something in his heart, and he knows that they're still compatible with each other, and that there was fire and love between them. This chemistry is still there. And let's see what's the final card for both of them. Finances and career. The divine masculine is concentrating on his finances and his career. And if this is the financial issues are a factor in your life right now. So he is really thinking about making a new career move, or because this move he made from himself, he knows that it destroyed a lot between them, and he is considering making another move and making it easier for him. Also the divine feminine, I feel what the divine feminine said, the career move he made in the past destroyed their marriage, destroyed everything, because of the programming, because of the disconnection of his heart. And there is, and now they can pick the flowers from that. They can make the energy work between them. Also, she is looking at her career, and she plucks the flowers every day of her manifesting things, making things in order to have a comfortable life for herself, so she won't be dependent on someone else. And that's what he sees, that she makes a lot of releasing in this reading. He's seeing that she's making a career for herself, that she taking every possibility that's necessary to make it for herself and to be independent. And he really didn't want her to work that hard, because he knows out of experience that it can burn you out. So he is trying to see if he can make different career moves that will really enjoy him, that will give him satisfaction, and that he will give more time, and it will be easier for him to cope with everything that's needed. So he is thinking about a career switch. So and this career switch will make sure that they come together, because I have the feeling he also knows now that he lost everything for this work. It cost him more than he ever wanted, and it was draining. They still draining him, and that's why he's thinking about making a different career move. And this career move will come very soon. And this connection with his divine feminine also will be there soon, and there's still chemistry between them. And he feels it and she feels that, and it's a heart connection because it's the soulmate, it's the twin flame relation. So this was it for this week. If you want to have a private reading with me, that's possible next week, and next week after the 2nd of May, there is space for another reading, personal reading. If this synchronizes with you and you want to go in a deeper level, and you want to release all the triggers and the blockages who are still there, that you need to release before to come in union, please let me know. I can help you with light transmission. I can help you with hypnotic reprogramming of the state of your mind, to see you, give you tools to change your energy towards the divine masculine. And there is still the retreat coming up in the finding your inner masculine and divine feminine in Glastonbury, in the spaces of, in the containers of Morgana and Arthur. We're going into all these energies. You will feel the masculine energies of Arthur and Morgana, but also Merlin, Lady of the Lake, and you will embody them. You will really feel the energies and what the energies will do to you to change your inner state of coping with the divine masculine and divine feminine, together with the Maria Magdalena energy and the Jesus Christ energy. The Christ consciousness is here, so we're going into that deeper and deeper. We're going to walk the lands, do the karma clearing, so you will come in union with your divine masculine, if you're still in separation. And that will that retreat will be from the 20th, 19th and 20th of May. There's still a few places left, so if you want to join us, please contact me on the Facebook event, or contact me directly by email. The price for this weekend is £222. So let me know if you're interested to fly over, and we can arrange you, we can arrange for you hotel bookings and stuff like that, taxi services. Let me know if you're interested and you want to feel these energies and release your blockage, release your karma, and call back all your soul elements from all former past lives, so your soul will be whole without karma. You know, we're clearing the soul contracts and everything. So if you're interested to come to this amazing, really amazing weekend, is given by me and a colleague called Robert. Robert and I will do the training together. He will take care of the parts of the masculine energies within you, and I will take care of the feminine energies within you. And the last day we are going to combine those two together and shift. So these energies really will integrate in your system, and you will leave the retreat with a new template, with mother healing, with karmic healing, and as a new and totally new person with your blueprint and your new template. So resetting all the emotions. So for this, I will thank you for watching, and thank all my new subscribers. Wow, I thank you so much. Also for your donations. So if you want to leave a donation, please leave a donation so I can go on with my work and feeling supported by you. Also a good dharma for you guys, you know, exchanging energies. So thank you so much for watching, and leave your comments below in the description box, because I really read them, and I will do reply on them. If you have negative comments, please keep them in front of you. I will remove negative comments directly. I'm not waiting for someone else's negative comments to lower the vibration on these readings for the Divine Feminine and Masculine. So, well, I will see you next week. This was the reading till the 2nd of May. And I will say, have a wonderful, blissful and loving week. Bye-bye.